not exactly a test question, but it's a good review concept, okay? Because if you're given this triangle, and we're just going to do a 3, 4, 5, okay, for the sake of time. This picture is given to you, or those facts were like the other one, and so I put it on a picture. And I want to find all 6 trig ratios of angle A. Okay, that inverse, or that, it is, but that reciprocal stuff we were talking about before. Here I'm not looking for the angle, I'm looking for the ratio. Ratio means fraction. That means you don't even have to bother with a calculator at all. You can just write it down. So sine, cosine, and tangent. This is your SOHCAHTOA, opposite over adjacent. Right? So the sine of angle A is opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, so 3/5. Tangent is opposite over adjacent, so 4/3. Then remember when we were doing the calculator stuff here, if I wanted to know how big angle A was, I could do an inverse sine on 4/5, an inverse cosine on 3/5, or an inverse tangent, just like the last problem. Well, just like those two that I said are going to be really hard because they're secondary trig functions, same thing's true over here. Sine goes with cosecant. Cosine goes with secant, and tangent goes with cotangent. And what do we say you had to do? Flip it, flip it, flip it. 5 over 4, 5 over 3, and 3 over 4. Right? So when I wanted to find a cosecant of A, granted we had a decimal before, right? But what did we say we had to do? We had to do flip it, flip it. Oh, look, sine 4/5. Got to get a secant. Oh, okay, we'd have to flip it to cosine, and we'd have to flip it to 3/5. Flip it, flip it. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Okay? It's weird how it all comes together.
It's actually making a lot more sense.
It kind of does when you got it, because you got to get all those parts of the puzzle before you can actually see the picture. It's frustrating getting to that level, though, isn't it?
Very. It's slow, and each day I'm grasping just a hair bit.
Yeah.
I'm doing better on top.
We actually learned only like 2 or 3 things by the time we do all of the trig, but all we do is keep tweaking and tweaking and tweaking the exact same thing, and so it feels like you're learning something completely new, but then at the end of the semester you go, oh. Yep. Okay, moving on. Bigger and better
Just
things.
remembering everything, it's more so than anything.
Right.
I think you just leave it as is.
Let's do
Do we divide those, or do we just leave them like that?
No,
I just left them.
Yeah, but we do.
Because only, and Hugo, the reason I did is because they said ratio. Is the reason I just left it. We could have said find angle A, could have said find angle B. We just left it.
So if you do that to find the final,
So is that how it's gonna be on the test, or not?
No, that wasn't a test question. That was just a magnificent review. It was just to try and get those connections kind of back in.
So this is the ratio. If you say find angle, we will have to finish the.
Right, I could not, I'm not going to ask you all 6, but I could give you that information and tell me the cotangent ratio of angle A. Well, there you go. It's 3/4. And that would be okay.
Yeah.
Good, I might add that. No, I like that. Tell me the cotangent ratio of angle A.
I'm going to give you.
That is so
That's
good.
one.
Oh, dude, I love that. Find, I got to write this in a different color so I can find it later. Find the cotangent.
you can ask for extra homework too.
Well, now that you say something, it's a good idea.
Oh, you guys make me chuckle. Okay, that was a good question. Of course, it won't be cotangent. That's a good one. I like that. I like that a lot.
So the cotangent
Jolly
of
good.
angle A.
Answer is cotangent A equals 3/4. Yeah, 3/4 is enough. But I'm just putting the whole thing on. Ta-da. Okay, that was fun.
Final
That,
answer.
huh? Final answer.
No, that's
Survey
not-
says?
no,
No, nothing. Ratios, fractions. Think of it
That's
that way.
kind of a trick question.
No, that's actually me trying to be nice. I swear to God. Okay, so all kinds of trig going through there. Oh, let's do 1 of degrees, minutes, and seconds, and then finish up the geometry stuff. Find side A of a right triangle where C equals, ooh, come on, through there. Where side C, I guess I should say, equals 5.632 kilometers. And angle A to 18 degrees, 45 seconds. No doubt decimal degrees will be the emphasis, but guaranteed there will be at least one or two of the degrees, minutes, and seconds. Yeah, we have got to meet in the office for those to get that figured out on the calculator. Okay, degrees, minutes, and seconds. So we want to find side A. Now you don't have to, but where you're talking about the SOHCAHTOA, does that apply? If you can draw a triangle that applies to that, knock yourself out. So here's my standard ABC triangle. We know side C is 5.632. We know angle A, right? That's right here, angle A. And we want to find side A. I just didn't write angle A's size down because it gets a bit messy. But I need a trig function now that uses angle A, its opposite side, and the hypotenuse. So who is opposite and hypotenuse?
Sine.
Sine, there you go. So that means that the sine of 18 degrees, 6 minutes, 45 seconds is equal to A over 5.632. Be careful on those if you ever get your variable in the denominator. Don't forget you gotta flip stuff around there. Multiply the 5 over. Survey says.
There's something, or maybe
Did I?
Saying that, I'm gonna go get them.
Are we good?
I need to get
maybe I just need one.
Mine will makes more sense when you're hammer.
I don't know what to do with that.
No, I just test theory.
Does anybody get an answer yet?
I got 1.75.
Everybody agree with that?
Yeah.
No,
No. Oh, good. 1.75 and I were kilometers, and there was probably some significant digit issue, but there you go. And if I pair, it will say specifically nearest tenth, 4 significant digits, whatever. If I don't specifically say, then I don't care. All right.
What are you gonna say? You care?
Huh? What else do we have? Oh, your impedance, your XZR triangle one that we did with phase angle. I'll put that picture on the board, but there'll be an application question just like that. Just like in your homework. But it doesn't, I can't get it on here, so I'll just put it on the board. Okay. And what do we now have? What else do we now have? Some other geometry. I don't really have any other ones in here. What is, if the width of a rectangle is 10 centimeters, 1.75, yeah. Width of a rectangle is 10 centimeters, and we have we have 50, centimeters, feet. That doesn't make any sense. Make it 10 feet. And we have 50 feet of fencing. Still pretty small, but that's okay. How long is the rectangle? Or how long is the rectangle, we'll say?
Oh, that was rectangle.
The width is, you got this fenced yard, like you're gonna stick a goat in it or something small. So you got a 10-foot long or 10-foot wide rectangle, rectangular cage.
So you just multiply the side by side.
No, it's area. We want, we have 50 feet of fencing, so we want to know how long it is. 50 feet of fencing goes around the outside. We know perimeter in general is 2 times the length and 2 times the width, right? So our perimeter is 50. So we have 2 times the length plus 2 times 10. 15, good. Plus 20 minus the 20 over. Now, just like the ladder problem and what's the other one, the fence posts, stuff like that when you're putting them in, there is more than one way to get there, okay? So if you were a farmer and you were doing this all the time, yeah, you just do it, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be set up like algebra. But this is the algebra way to do it if you need something to get you started. So your length is 15 feet. You have a 10-foot.
Oh, okay, I see what you're doing.
I know it's 10 foot and 10 foot, right? But a farmer actually, carries a notebook in their pocket all the time. And they go 10 and 10 is 20, minus is 30. They're doing algebra in their head the whole time. Because they minus the 20 and got the 30, and they have 2 things, so they cut it in half and find out it's 15 and 15.
Oh, yeah, I did because I.
We figured it out and we forgot it.
No, I built my.
I built my fence, it's done, man, leave me alone.
Okay, here's your ticket out the door. 64.285 degrees is equal to how many degrees, minutes, and seconds?
Oh, that's easy.
Oh, good.
That's the easiest question on the test.
Yep. And that's me done. Oh yeah, let's get the answer. What is it real quick?
64 degrees, 17 minutes, and 6 seconds.
6? Okay, I, old school, am used to writing things with 2 digits in every one because that's how the calculators
So
were
do we
originally
have-
defined. If you just get it, is it an 06 or a 6?
6.
Just a 6. If you do it that way, that is totally fine. I probably better switch mine because that'll freak everybody out. Like, why is it an 06?
Yeah, you don't want to be freaking us out.
But it
either.
used to be everything had minutes had 2 seconds.
Yeah, we're already on the
positions,
roll, so
and-
you don't want to
Yeah.
decide
I'm already there.
All right.
I got my
anymore. I don't know how you do it on yours, man.
Have a nice weekend.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's already.